So this can's, late 70s. It's not super old, but it's a neat one, worth restoring. So we're gonna go ahead and try this out. I'm gonna try the lemon juice method that I've seen so far. Good morning, everybody. So this morning, it's freezing cold outside. There isn't a whole lot we can do outside. So I was thinking of some other things that I could work on that I have sitting around the house. And over the years, I've collected a couple of these old steel cans that are rusted. And this one, as you can see, is a RC can. And I watched a couple different videos on restoration, so we're going to try it out and see how it does on this can. Now this one has a baseball player on it. I can't see the name, but it's someone from Chicago White Sox, and it looks like it's a 1974 All-Star, 1976. So this can's, late 70s. It's not super old, but it's a neat one, worth restoring. So we're gonna go ahead and try this out. I'm gonna try the lemon juice method that I've seen so far, and I found that one of these ball jars with the wide mouth fits the can almost perfectly. So that's what we're going to use to fill with water and lemon juice to let it sit. So first things first, we're going to wash this can off and use a light brush to clean it, clean the inside out, and then we're going to put it inside there with the lemon juice and water. So that's the first step. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I've got another can in case this one, if I do something wrong, it's not that big of a deal. This one's got some holes in it anyway, so. But I'm just lightly rubbing it with a brush. Probably should use a less, one that's not stiff bristled. I'm just getting out the surface rust here. I'm going to fill the can up, pour it out a couple times. I think I found this one along the railroad tracks one time in a place where I used to work. Occasionally stuff would wash out after the spring rains. Found old license plates and things like that. This is also the first time I'm using the Hero 9 to film. The GoPro Hero 9. So, alright, so we lightly brushed that and washed it out. Should be ready for the other steps now, where I'm going to put it inside the jar with a little bit of water and lemon juice. So we'll do that next. I got a question. Does everybody else that is a metal detector and detectorist, do your shelves around your windows all look like this with, all the stuff you've gathered over the years? And my garage, everywhere that has a surface pretty much has those kind of things. All right, let's get to step 2. Okay, so I'm going to use warm water, and actually first I'm going to go ahead and fill the inside up real quick. Now I'm going to put that back in. So the inside of the can is full. And it does have a hole in it, so you'll see the water come out. So it's about halfway. I only have a little bit of lemon juice. I have some lime juice, so if we need more, we'll use it. I was going to do about a 50% solution. Couldn't get a real good read on any of the sites on exactly how much you need to use. It's mainly just the citric acid, so I'm gonna add some lime juice. Now I'm gonna fill it over the top of the can. And if the can floats, I'm gonna put a little rock on it from my vast collection of things over here. Yeah, let's use this one. It should keep it under there. Hopefully the rock doesn't have anything in it that's going to react. Alright, so I'm going to agitate that a little bit. And then I'm just going to let that sit. Try an hour, we'll see what happens. Okay, it's been about 20 minutes. We're still, I just want you to notice, I've seen it looks like the red is fading. So, and I read that that's possibly going to happen. The only bad thing is on this player's name, I'm probably not going to be able to see it because it was in the red. So I probably should look up a solution ratio, see what the proper mixture would be so that this doesn't happen. But like I said, you know, I have two of these cans, and this one was the one that was in worse shape of the two. So we're probably going to take it out here and within the hour, and then finish up with it like it says, and I'll explain that process when we get to it. I just wanted to show you an update. Alright, the can's been in there for a couple hours. We're going to go ahead and get it out. It looks pretty clean. Brush off some of the spots if I can avoid knocking any paint off. It did fade the red, as you can see, but let's go ahead and take it out. Make sure you can see this. I'm going to rinse it off with water, but I'm also going to rinse it off with some baking soda water. So just looking at it right now, you can see a lot of the rust came off. Pretty good. I mean, you know, it's not going to be perfect, but even the bottom, you know, look at that. And I'm just going to run it under regular water and just brush it lightly. Because some of the paint was coming off. It's amazing how clean these cans you can actually get them. I was reading on somebody's post, they said if you use it like a lighter mixture, it might not knock the red off. And that's only certain cans do that. Or maybe it's a certain paint or whatever they use on the cans. Now you can actually see his face. And a little bit of the writing. Let me switch over to the baking soda here. Okay, so what I decided to do was I made a solution of baking soda water, and I'm going to let it sit in there for a little bit and neutralize the acetic acid from the or the citric acid. It's the same thing basically. That might be in and on the can, so you're going to see some bubbling. And then after a while, I'm going to take it out and brush it off again, and then rinse it with water, and we'll see the final result. So I'm going to let that soak for probably about 10 or 15 minutes, till I don't see much bubbling anymore. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out. See, it's got a little hole in it, so it's draining out. That's just a rust hole. And then I'm gonna move it over here. I'm gonna lightly brush it with the baking soda, so it'll work it in some of the nooks and crannies to neutralize the acid where it might not have soaked in. Like I said, this can isn't really valuable. I mean, it's a neat one, but I got another one like it that I'll probably clean a little bit more carefully. I think it's the exact same player too. I guess this was from what I've researched, this is they put out a series of cans in 1977 and 78 on baseball players. And this is one of them. I had the name, but now I can't remember. I'll have to look it back up. Chicago White Sox outfielder, All-Star in 1974. Gives a batting average, lifetime batting average. I think it says it what side they bat. Bats left, throws right, and something about the years pro, but I can't really read it. I'll look his name up here in a minute and let you know. So I'm just working that baking soda paste in. I'm really amazed at the bottom how much it really did take that rust off. And you can really see it. It's amazing what it does to the cans. You wouldn't think they were savable, but I've seen a lot of videos where some of them look, I mean, I wouldn't say brand new, but some of them look pretty darn good after they've been washed and soaked. Now I'm just going to run water over it, get the paste off. Because I believe if my chemistry's right, the acetic acid and the baking soda, I believe, form carbon dioxide and salt and water. So, you know, we don't want that sticking on the can, because then it's just going to start the rusting process all over again. If I remember correctly, I think that was the chemistry on the acetic acid and baking soda and water. It's been a while. So I'm going to brush that off again. And the top looks brand new. Look at that. Dispose of properly. Please don't litter. And of course, this pull tab's out there for somebody to run over with a metal detector someday. I know it's out there. I'm just giving it a light brush. This is a soft toothbrush, soft bristle. It's like one of the dollar store cheapies. And run water in it a couple times. We don't want it rusting from the inside out. Gotta plug the hole. There we go. And then I'm gonna let that dry, and then I'll show you the final result. Okay, so we finished up on the can. It's dry now. You can see that it did fade the red just a little bit, but overall you actually see some shine on the metal now. Top looks pretty good. Bottom, not bad. See the face, and then the words. I don't know if you can read them. Now I forgot to look up his name again. Hold on, let me get his name for you so you know who this can was. Who's the picture on this can? Hold on. Okay, I found it. The baseball player is Ralph Garr, Chicago White Sox. I found an eBay listing that's right now. The wording, when it's rectangle on these, it's from 1977. If it's round, it looks like a baseball. The can's from 1978. So this is a 1977. And the writing, according to the eBay listing, you can see it in the picture, so I'm just going to read it real quick. Chicago White Sox outfielder, all-star, 1974, 1976 batting average of a 300, lifetime batting average 317, bats left, throws right, 9 years pro. So, as you can see, it's worth it when you find these, cleaning them up, even if they don't look like they have anything on them. I've seen them, change to where you can see what's on them, and it makes them look a lot better. So it's even worth keeping those rusty cans. So for a cold day, when you don't have any place to, when it's too cold to go out metal detecting, dig up your stuff in your garages that's accumulated and start cleaning it up. And this was just a short project. Took a few hours just because you had to let it sit. But other than that, you get some results, and now it's ready to be displayed, and it doesn't look like a rusty mess anymore. All right, hope you enjoyed it. I will post pictures of before and after at the end of this.